am doing very well. I've got a Bhutanese tea here.
Oh wow.
No wine today.
I
Yeah.
I did not pick up tea in Bhutan. I should have.
Did you bring home any Bhutanese souvenirs?
Uh yes. I did. Yak uh wool uh, uh garments.
Garments. Rodolfo's wearing yak wool undies right now, 100%. That was strangely vague, unless it's something like some kind of yak thong.
Wow. All right. We're off to a great start, folks.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Welcome back to Wine Wednesday with dVIN Labs. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jana Kreilein, one of the co-founders of dVIN Labs and Club dVIN, certified wine geek, and your host for today. Lucky you. I am joined by my fellow co-founder in the yak underwear, Rodolfo Neirotti. I love it.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yes. Rodolfo is a super, super certified wine geek, and our kind of secret weapon behind all of the amazing Club dVIN wine drops. So hi, Rodolfo. Do you have anything else to tell us about what you brought home from Bhutan, or did you want to call her quits there?
Uh it really isn't that interesting. It's a scarf type thing. And really they were gifts.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh but it's super soft, the yak. Uh,
I brought home a yak jacket last year in Bhutan. They only had one size, and it's too big for me, so I brought it home, and it's been sitting in my. I have this like optimistic basket that's like all the things that need to go to the tailor, and I just never make it to take them to the tailor.
yeah, who has time for that?
Who has time to walk around the corner? I don't know.
Yeah, no, who knows? Maybe if you just wash it in hot water, it'll shrink.
Like this big.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so yes, I am the wine ninja. Uh, I should create that website. Uh, and
Rod, the wine ninja,
yeah,
neurotic.
with lots of flames and leather. Um, and yeah, I think I'm feeling the urge to share some information about this week's drop for our members. Um,
So hold on a second. What are you talking about? What for what members? Do we have a
oh
club?
yeah, members of Club dVIN, which you don't want to miss out on that. And if you are missing out on that, uh, we have you need to go to the website immediately and fill out the form of expressing your interest so we can make a tough call.
So we can make a tough call. Yeah. So look, that was a beautiful introduction to Club dVIN, Rodolfo. Thank you very much.
I'll let you polish it for me.
Okay. So for those of you who are new here, we have Club dVIN. We are dVIN Labs. dVIN Labs is the big main tech company. We are building the infrastructure for the future of investment grade wine on blockchain. Very, very exciting. Lots to build still. We've been at it for a couple of years now, and really, really exciting to see the progress that we've made so far in the industry. It is a huge project, so we are really building the rails for the entire industry, which is about a $1 trillion industry. And so lots of things have to happen and change in order for our progress to really take hold. But we are on a very good and exciting path forward for that. So stick around and see what dVIN Labs is up to. We just launched an amazing AI tool that is like the Bloomberg terminal for wine. So have a look at that. It's one of the most, I think, one of the most exciting things in the investment grade
By
world
far.
right now. It's an incredible tool, and it actually, if you check out dVIN.ai, you can have a look at that right now. And we're on a subscription model now, so have a look.
There's nothing like it in the industry. There's no comp.
It's incredible.
It's one of a kind.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that dVIN Labs is doing. I'll introduce Club in a second, but one more thing that we are going to dive into a little bit later on this stream is another thing that dVIN Labs just launched together with Club dVIN, which is our Smartwine campaign. Really, really excited. We actually launched that for investors only yesterday. So investors have the first early access as our OG supporters, but we have partnered up with Real Vision and Animoca Brands Japan for that. So I'll get into the details on that and how you can participate shortly. But Rodolfo is going to introduce the club drop. So almost every week, we don't often miss them, there is a wine drop. This is going to be a very, very exciting wine drop that's coming up tomorrow. So usually what we do is we'll do a wine Wednesday on Wednesday. That's this. Welcome. Sometimes we bring on a winemaker or a chateau to introduce the wine that we're releasing the next day. Now, the wines that we release are for club members only, and that's why Rodolfo is saying that if you want to get in on the drop or the future drops, then you've got to go to clubdvin.com and fill out an application. I do read those applications myself, so I always say bribes welcome. Joking, not joking. Okay, I'm joking. Wow. Okay. So anyways, with Club dVIN, your benefits are kind of across the board. So we do a lot of really cool experiences. That's why Rodolfo and I have been making yak commentary at the beginning of this call. Rodolfo just got back from an incredible trip in Bhutan, where we are working with the Bhutan Wine Company to start the first ever wine industry in the Kingdom of Bhutan. So the Vitis vinifera, the grapes for making wine, Vitis vinifera, have never before grown in the Kingdom of Bhutan. That's the kind of experiences that that we take our members along with us to experience. So that's
it was great. I have to admit, I got a special sort of joy from being there after Jana traveled 2 years in a row to really kind of do that heavy lifting and pruning and all sorts of vineyard work. But the wine was ready this time. So I really got to enjoy the benefits and was able to drink and taste her hard work. And that makes me super happy.
I mean, we joke,
yeah,
kind of, but I did harvest 2 years in a row in Bhutan. The first 2 harvests, I didn't work that hard. I also drank some wine. It just wasn't the wine that came from Bhutan because that didn't exist yet. So thanks for giving me the credit, Rodolfo. Really appreciate that.
It does exist now, and it's super promising. Very exciting.
Yes. So Club dVIN does very, very cool, kind of unparalleled wine experiences around the world. And we release awesome library release wines at unbeatable pricing almost every week. So we've been ramping up the drops, and we're almost on a weekly basis. I would say the only thing that kind of holds us back from doing a drop is if Rodolfo's in Bhutan. So when that happens, you know.
Yeah, lame excuse too.
No. Okay, today's drop, Rodolfo. Or tomorrow's drop, sorry.
So we'll drop tomorrow, as always, at 1 o'clock Eastern U.S. time. What is that? That's 7 in Europe.
7 p.m. for me.
Yep. And this time it is a absolutely exciting partnership with really one of the only estates of its kind, Château d'Yquem. If you've never heard of it, I don't believe you. It is the world's most acclaimed sweet wine, and so what we've done is bring together the wine and an experience. So we have 6 3-packs that have been individually curated. The 85 100 point wine, the 2005 also perfect score, and the 2015 perfect score again. So
300 point sweet wines.
Mm-hmm.
300 Sauternes. Sauternes is in Bordeaux, by the way. This is the world's most acclaimed sweet wine. And for anyone who doesn't know, Sauternes is in Bordeaux. So are we talking about Semillon Sauvignon?
Yeah, it's a Sauvignon blend, botrytized. We can get into that if there's time permitting. And it's a magical sweet wine which greatly evolves favorably over time, and it rewards some patience. But this time you don't have to do the work. The Château has done the work in their underground cellars for us. And the 3-packs, of which there are only 6, come with a tour and a tasting for 4 people each, with the owner and co-founder, the co-owner, Pierre Lurton. So that's just incredible to have that ability.
Let me get this straight, Rodolfo. So
yeah.
There are only 6 members will get in on this one. On this drop, there's only 6, and each of those 6 members, it's a one 3-pack per member rule. So
Correct.
6 people get to participate
one per member, to be fair.
Okay. Gotcha. And that means that you are going to get 300 point wines. It's the 85, the 2005, and the 15.
Correct. In full-size bottles, which often, Sauternes comes in half bottles. But these are full-size. And last but not least, it will come in a wooden case with Club dVIN and the owner's name on the case.
Cool.
So put that in your cellar.
Man, this is one of those ones where Rodolfo and Dave and I, we don't actually participate in the drops because they sell out too fast. If a drop doesn't sell out, then we'll give it a minute and then obviously snap it up. But that doesn't happen very often, and it won't happen with this, obviously. But I want this one.
Yeah, it really is a unique experience to drink 30, 40-year-old 40-year-old wine, particularly 40-year-old Sauternes, which, again, the evolution of Sauternes is legendary over time. So thrilled, and very envious of the people who will get to visit the estate, taste wines, tour the vineyards and the Château with Pierre himself.
I might elbow my way into that, So one of the cool things about being, one of the founders of the club.
Yeah, there's got to be something for us.
And being in there, and me being, the one who's closer to Bordeaux than you, Rodolfo.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
I'm just gonna hop over there and elbow my way in on that experience with my fellow members. Who's buying?
Yeah, who's buying and who has an extra spot for Jana?
Okay. Jokes aside. So that's the deal on the drop. Very, very exciting. So that's going to go live tomorrow as usual. Members, you know what to do. You know the drill. You've been at this for a few years with us. You're going to get an email in your inbox with all the details and the purchase link. And these are all of these wine drops for non-members. Again, these are unbeatable prices. You won't find them anywhere. They're generally about 25% under auction. So pretty sweet, if you ask me. And obviously,
sorry, just to include one more thing, the other option is really they just don't exist in any other possibility, right? Like this is something that Château Yquem agreed to do with us for the membership. If you wanted to access these bottles any other way, you'd have to buy them on the secondary market individually from like a bottle here, a bottle there, a bottle there. And we're really about provenance and chain of custody. That's obviously why we built what we've done on the blockchain. And there's no comparison when you're getting it directly from the Château.
Yeah. And one more thing for any of our members who are watching this and we're expecting to have a representative from the Château on today, we have had to reschedule that. There was a little planning issue at the Château. Turns out they're making great wine, so it's fine. We're gonna have them on probably either just before Christmas or after Christmas. So anyone who has questions especially those of you who get in on the drop, we will still do an AMA with Yquem. So apologies for that. And
turns out early fall is a busy time for wineries.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
No worries. But yeah, we are going to have them on, and they're excited to talk to our members in a private Q&A, and we'll see, maybe we'll bring them on to a public one as well. So you touched on the provenance and everything of bottles, so that's fine. Every bottle comes with a secure digital passport. That's what we are all about when it comes to, tokenizing wines. And that kind of brings me to the Smartwine big picture segue. So no big deal, but we have officially launched the world's first Smartwine. And to kick it off, we decided to do something kind of fun. And it's a milestone wine. So what is a milestone wine? I was thinking about this years and years ago when I was starting to collect wine. And I have a bunch of wine here at my house, but I have a cellar. And and everything that we talk about is digital cellar, keep your wines in a bonded warehouse or at the winery, and then they're in the best condition as an investment. Awesome. 100% do that. But I have already taken possession of wines over the last 10 years, and I have connected all of the ones that mean the most to me to a milestone. And that means that in my cellar, I have a little tag connected to the bottle or attached to the bottle, usually hanging around the neck. And that will say, like, this is a life milestone, maybe a TV show I worked on years ago is one of my favorite examples. When this show comes out in English, finally, because it's a show that we filmed in English and German, and it came out in German right now and it has exclusivity in German, and I'm dying for the English one to come out. When it finally happens, I will open this bottle of champagne. So that's a milestone that's important to me. The Smartwine campaign we are launching with a milestone wine, and the milestone is when Bitcoin hits 250K, you have to open this bottle of champagne. So the idea is every bottle is connected, authenticated, AI powered. And this kind of bridges fine wine, blockchain, and digital assets. So it's a physical bottle that lives on chain. This is not a concept or a metaphor. Each bottle carries its own verifiable digital identity, the digital cork. Just like, any bottle that we launch through the club, every bottle that we release through the platform has a digital cork, a digital passport. So this Smartwine bottle represents kind of like 3 global shifts that are converging all at once. We have the rise of the tokenization of RWAs, right? And we have the evolution of intelligent products powered by AI. So these bottles are connected to AI. They are their own AI agent. And then there's, a cultural moment of connecting fine wine with digital finance and Web3. So Dave put out an article a couple of weeks ago. If you haven't read it yet, we will link it in the comments here. It's kind of cool. It sort of kicks off the concept of what Smartwine is. Since then, I believe he's put out 2 more articles since then. All 3 of them are about Smartwine, or at least the 2 of them. I have to check. But the first one really gets into like the body, the soul, and the mind of the bottle, and that's kind of what Smartwine is all about. So the body being the physical asset. There's a real bottle of wine that you are buying when you buy the Smartwine. In this case, it's a grower champagne. So it's a rare 100% Meunier. And it is like, it has the digital cork. So that's the body is the physical asset. The soul is the digital cork. This is the bottle's blockchain identity. And that proves provenance and ownership. And then you have the mind, and this is really cool. This is where our Bacchus AI that I was talking about earlier actually powers. So every bottle is powered by Bacchus AI, and it gives the bottle its own voice, memory, and I suppose destiny, if you will. So it can track itself, it can analyze its own market, and it can interact with you, the collector. So basically, you'll be able to, once you receive the physical bottle, you'll be able to tap an NFC that's embedded in the label, and the bottle will introduce itself to you. And you'll be able to talk to it and ask it any kind of questions like, hey, who's your maker? Or, tell me about Chamoisi, where you're from. How were you made? How long should I age you? Any question that you want to ask it about anything about wine, but of course, about itself, which is really interesting. And, you can ask it, well, when were you bottled and what happened after you were bottled? How long were you at the winery? When did you move to bonded warehouse? When did you get shipped and how? So it's very, very interesting. And it's kind of like grape to glass. It's a conversation that you can have with the bottle, but it's also the tracking of the bottle from grape to glass is like built into all of that. So it's just really interesting. And this whole thing is created by dVIN Labs, but we have a really fun partnership that we're kind of launching this. We're launching this together with Raoul Paul at Real Vision and Animoca Brands in Japan, and Red Bite Solutions, of course, who are our strategic investor in building the global dPIN for wine, which of course this is going to play a big part in, right? So it's all about Raoul's thesis. Any of you who are Real Vision fans, and I'm sure a lot of you are, I know I am. This is like Raoul's 250K Bitcoin thesis. This project was inspired by that. It's like your physical proof of conviction, I suppose. So yeah, that is now officially live for dVIN Labs investors only right now. And we've seen some pretty strong interest. We launched it last night. And it's we're pretty happy to see the enthusiasm from the investors. That's pretty cool. We have a timeline of sales windows for this, so it is going to work a little bit differently than our usual drops because we have partnered with Animoca and Real Vision. So how it's going to roll out is right now. So October 21st to the 23rd is dVIN investors. That's early access. So that will close out and open up then to club, top tier global insiders. You guys are going to be the first at the club level to be able to access the wine. And that's going to happen on the 24th of October, which is Friday this week. So you guys are going to have 24 hours to snap up your bottles, and then it's going to open up to Genesis. And then beyond that, we are going to do first with Real Vision's RVIP community, and then Animoca and Real Vision are going to have sales windows that we will announce publicly shortly. And we're going to be doing some fun live streams with Raoul, and you'll be hearing a lot more about this, especially those of you on X and anyone who is subscribed to our newsletters. So I just talked for like a really long time and didn't let you say a word, Rodolfo. How excited are you about Smartwine?
I mean, it's uncharted territory, so I'm thrilled. Anytime we can do something completely novel that hasn't been done before, it's the best. And like you said, initial response yesterday was really enthusiastic. So there's an immediate proof of that we're, I think we're onto something here that people can appreciate.
Yes. And if you want to check out the details of the campaign, you can head over to smartwine.ai and you will see all of the info. In order to buy, you will need a password. So right now, the only people who have the password to actually purchase are our investors, our OG supporters, and beyond that, depending on your sales window, you will receive a password. We will make sure that you get the passwords that you need, depending on which kind of group you belong to. But yeah, that's basically, if you don't have the password, you can't buy yet. If you haven't received a password and you belong to a certain sales window or community category, then reach out to us, DM us. I think you guys all know how to reach us by now, Dave, Rodolfo, and I. And yeah, there's a few pretty cool incentives. So since this is all about, the proof of conviction and the Bitcoin thesis and everything, we did build in a couple pretty fun sweeteners. We have the Golden Hour Rush, which is going to be bonus prizes for the first 60 minutes after Bitcoin hits 250. So the idea is Bitcoin hits 250 and you've got to open your bottle, and you've got to signal that you've opened your bottle by digitally uncorking it. So as soon as you digitally uncork that bottle, it updates on chain, and we will then be able to see who were in the first 60 minutes, how many people participated in the Golden Hour Rush. And And there's special prizes. There's special prizes for that. Free memberships to the club, for example. Check out the information on, again, smartwine.ai. But the big bad boy prize. Bad boy prize. What?
Anyway. I don't know about that one.
That's okay. We might not put that on the website.
Yeah.
Is the alpha cellar. So every single bottle that you purchase enters you into the draw for a $50,000 portfolio of investment grade wine curated by Club dVIN. So that's a pretty banging digital cellar that you will have. And again, this is, you've got to be among the first people to open your bottle when Bitcoin hits 250. So it is a milestone bottle, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We are doing a few kind of community sweeteners as well. So for anybody in the general Real Vision community, if you buy a certain number of bottles, you're going to get 3 bottles for free. We are going to put all of that out. I don't want to give away too much just yet. We are going to be putting out all of this information on social media. So we just soft launched kind of secretly to our investors yesterday, and all the final info is going to come out on social when we make our grand announcement in the next couple of days. Also, of course, Animoca is going to have the same kind of community sweetener. So there will be free bottles for anyone in the Animoca, the Mochaverse, or in the Real Vision community, who are going to be able to get in on some free bottles if you purchase a Club dVIN membership. So yeah, that's the Smartwine. That's the Smartwine champagne campaign.
Wow. Well laid out.
Thanks, Rod. In your yak undies.
Oh my God. This always happens.
I know, it always does. You made it easy for me that
time.
I
did. Just as soon as you utter the word yak, you open the door to a lot of possibilities.
You said yak, and then you paused for a long time, and then you said garments. And it was, I mean...
Yeah, teed up perfectly.
What was I supposed to think?
No, I mean, I just laid it out for you, and you hit it out of the ballpark, so good for you.
Thank you very much.
Not so great for me.
Speaking of ballpark, did you know that the Blue Jays are in the World Series?
I did not.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Go Canada! Okay. And I think we are at time.
We are out of time.
All right. Well, anything else from you, Rod?
Just excited about tomorrow's drop and to get those experiences into a few lucky members' hands.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about Smartwine solving.
And well, that too. That's a whole nother.
We're gonna make wine liquid, intelligent, and verifiable, people. Right? This is like,
where else are you gonna find that?
I mean, I don't know, Rodolfo. I'm sorry, I can't see you and not think about the yak underwear now. Anyway.
On that note, so given that it's like the 4th mention, and I'm starting to get uncomfortable.
Thanks for joining Wine Wednesday, and we'll see you back here next Wednesday. A half an hour later. We were a little bit earlier today than usual. We do this every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central European Time, or 11:30 a.m. for Rodolfo over there on the East Coast. Thanks, guys. Thank
Rodolfo. You. No, thank you, Jana.